What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and yeah, so I got some not so good news, unfortunately. Some breaking news for you. It's not good. It's not good. So real quick though, there was some news out earlier that I took note of. I didn't have time to really make a video earlier, so I was gonna just wait until tomorrow and do it. But I had to take a minute because we got some other very important breaking news to go along with it, so I'm doing it all at once. So first, I'll tell you from earlier, it looks like the Buffalo Bills have signed Frank Gore to a 1-year contract. So look, man, I know there's a lot of Dolphins fans out there that are like, oh, Gore didn't do nothing, he's old, you know, whatever, it's good that he's gone, blah blah blah, we didn't use Kenyon Drake enough, blah blah blah, I hate Adam Gase because he didn't use Kenyon Drake enough. But look, first of all the like injuries aside, like to the offensive line and so on and so forth, all that aside, right, and you know, the other receivers and like just all the injuries period that we had, like all that stuff aside, right, people don't realize, and throughout the season people don't realize that Kenyon Drake was actually being used quite a bit, just far more in the pass game. And the reason why, especially considering once we had started losing guys on the offensive line, Adam Gase realized smartly that correctly that you use Frank Gore mostly on first and second down, because as he proved this past year, he's gonna get you a few yards. The only reason why we had any offense almost ever was in large part due to the fact that Frank Gore was consistently able to get, you know, a few yards, and we weren't tragically stuck in 3rd and long all the time. We were there a lot, but not, you know, quite as much as we would normally be, because Frank Gore was always getting us a few yards. And honestly, this year I was really looking forward to having a backfield of Frank Gore, Kenyon Drake, Kalen Ballage. Now, I mean, at the end of the day, does it really hurt us terribly? No, not really. I mean, he wasn't, you know, he wasn't super expensive, so that wasn't a big deal. And I do, you know, really like that idea of those 3 guys for sure. And then of course, you know, we got Brandon Bolden still and Sonoris Perry. So I mean, we got guys, we got options. But you know, I thought really him and Drake were a great combo, you know, cause Gore's more that, you know, hard-nosed thumper, while Drake is more, you know, shifty, speedy, put on moves, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? And, you know, obviously Kalen Ballage last year was his rookie season. We expect he'll have a more prominent role this year, and that would be furthered by this move. Or, you know, by that happening. So I mean, it's not a, you know, huge loss, but for sure I would have loved to have seen Frank Gore stay in Miami. I mean, that's where he wanted to be, that's why he signed down there. But it's not totally unexpected with Gase leaving, because Frank Gore was one of the guys that was a huge supporter of Gase and a big proponent of his, and one of the guys that, you know, and, you know, matter of fact, now that I think about it, there's some rumors that, you know, we're looking at some other wide receivers, possibly signing Philip Dorsett. And then that would raise questions about where Kenny Stills' place is on this team, right? So, I mean, you know, but see, this is one of those things that I always find is so, like, unnecessary. And about this transition, like, now they're going to be getting rid of guys that they don't need to be getting rid of just because, like, they were, you know, the old guys or the old coaches guys. Or not even just that, but it's like I had said before earlier on when Adam Gase was, you know, first getting fired. I mean, you know, a lot of these guys now might not even want to stay in Miami, and they might want to leave because of this, because, you know, they're seeing that, oh, well, nobody's going to have patience. A lot of this shit that, you know, he got blamed for, you know, Gase and Tannehill got blamed for is, like, totally not fair, unjust, and, you know, a lot of it's just not factual. So, like, why do we want to stay around here? And then not only that, but, then, people don't necessarily want to go to a place like that. We did not sign Trey Flowers. He did sign, dang, I totally forgot who he signed with, but somebody signed Trey Flowers. I want to say it was like the 49ers or something, or maybe the Raiders or something. I don't remember. Anyway, so that's good. I'm glad we didn't sign him. But Frank Gore is a little disappointing to me. So the big news, this one really hurts. So, and this is the breaking news. Apparently, Juwan James is signing with the Denver Broncos. He's signing a 4-year deal with the Denver Broncos. And so now our offensive line just got significantly worse. So now really the only guy that we have on the offensive line that we know is going to be reliable, steady, play at a high level, all that stuff, is Tunsil. So now we need to rebuild the entire offensive line. Before he left, and that's, I bet you anything, a good part of it is that, he doesn't want to be here anymore. It's the organization has been, making it known the past couple years that, he's not exactly at the top of their list. There were reports, just today, that Juwan James is at the top of their priorities list for free agent signings. Well, if that's the case, then how come he got away so easily? Just hours after those reports comes the report that he signs with the Denver Broncos. So, and Frank Gore's gone. So now, look, man, I'm telling you guys, I really do like this coaching staff, but look, I hope I'm wrong about this, but it seems like there's a good possibility they may not even get the chance to prove that they're a good coaching staff, because it's looking like we're going to be primed for, it's obviously too early, admittedly too early to say for sure, especially 2-3 years down the road. But as of right now, it's looking like next year we're not going to have a very good year. Yeah, so I don't know. AB did not end up signing with the Bills. He signed with the Raiders. But I think, or I'm sorry, the Jets. He was supposed to, was it the Jets? Or no, the Bills. Yeah, it was the Bills. He was supposed to go to the Bills. He did not. But it's the Jets that might be in on Le'Veon Bell, so that's still a possibility. Look, man. Next year's looking rough, guys. Next year is going to be looking rough. Look, I'm just keeping it real. Look, honestly, I'm one of those kind of people that really tries to always look on the bright sides. But, there's, unfortunately, as of right now, it's looking like the data is a little bit more overwhelming on the side of, not so good. So, but we'll see. And again, look, man, for all of y'all that want to sit here and give me shit because I'm saying these things, for one, I'm saying it how I feel and how I see it, and two, because that's where the data seems to point. That's where the information that I have right now seems to point, all indicators, right? And it's not like I want that. So for all of y'all that want to, for all the people that want to get in there, I don't care, you can get in here. Like I've said before, I love when the haters come in. It's fun. I engage for a little bit until it becomes just pointless and stupid, but, I enjoy having some conversation. Maybe, maybe we can actually have good conversation, but if it proves not, then cool. But, for all those who want to hate on me just because, I'm telling the truth and telling it like it is with the facts, and, look, I don't know what to say to you, I don't know what to say to you. It is what it is. I wish it wasn't this way. I do. Again, I've said it a bunch of times. I hope I'm wrong. And look, when, like I said, because it's still early. We still got, free agency technically hasn't officially started yet. We still got the draft. you know, but I don't know, you know, there's a lot more. If I was making a pros and cons list, there's a lot more cons as of right now. So we'll see how that shakes out. But anyway, that's what I got for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I just wanted to get you, you know, that information out there. That is a pretty major loss for us. So, you know, we'll see how they address it. I mean, that, you know, that means we're going to have to get some offensive line help in free agency, because we're going to need already at least 2, you know, offensive linemen in this draft from the way I see it. And now Jawan James is gone. And so I don't know, man. It's we gotta wait and see. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna end it there. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I'm out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.